Hello friends, myself R.D. Mahajan presenting my video on the topic full range Fourier series. Let us solve the problem. Find the Fourier series for the function f of x is equal to pi into x for the range 0 less than or equal to x less than or equals to 1, and second value pi into 2 minus x for the range 1 less than or equal to x less than or equals to 2. Here, though the range is 0 to L type, 0 to 2 total range, it is not the problem of half range as that word does not appear there. Therefore, this becomes the problem for full range. Therefore, first step is to get the value of L, and for that, comparing that range with C to C plus 2L, here the lower limit C is 0, upper limit C plus 2L is 2, substituting C equals to 0, we get 2L is equals to 2, means we get L equals to 1. And then that full range Fourier series is given by f of x is equals to a0 by 2 summation of an cos n pi x by L, n changes from 1 to infinity, summation of bn sin of n pi x by L, n changes from 1 to infinity. We call this as equation 1, where a0 is given by 1 by L integral from c to c plus 2L f of x dx, and therefore substituting the value we get a0 is equals to one by 1 integration from 0 to 2 f of x dx. That function is having two values, pi of x and pi times 2 minus x. Therefore, that function is a piecewise continuous function. Splitting this integral as 0 to 1 and 1 to 2. Between 0 to 1, the value of the function is pi into x. Therefore, its integration with respect to x. Second value is pi into 2 minus x, and its integration with respect to x. From these two terms, I can take pi common. Integration of x with respect to x, integration is x square by 2, limits from 0 to 1. Integration of that 2 minus x is standard result. If we apply, it is 2 minus x raised to 2 divided by 2 and divided by a. The coefficient of x is a, here is minus 1, and therefore divided by minus 1. Limit from 1 to 2. Substituting upper and lower limit, we get 1 by 2 constant term outside. Upper limit 1, 1 square is 1, minus lower limit is 0, we get 0. Next, plus 1 by 2, I will cancel that minus sign by changing the limit. This become upper, this become lower. Therefore, 2 minus 1, we get 1, minus 2 minus 2, we get 0. And therefore, simplifying it, we get pi times 1 by 2 into 1, we get 1 by 2, and this plus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, we get 1, and therefore the value of that a0 is pi. We call this as equation 2. An is given by 1 by L integration from c to c plus 2L f of x into cos of n pi x by L, and its integration with respect to x. Substituting the values, we get L is 1, integration from 0 to 2 f of x into cos of n pi x by L, L is 1, therefore it becomes n pi x. Then splitting that integral, we get integration from 0 to 1, f of x is pi x cos of n pi x plus integration from 1 to 2 pi times 2 minus x cos of n pi x, and then its integration with respect to x. We take pi common from this, and therefore integration from 0 to 1, or integral from 0 to 1 of x cos of n pi x dx plus integration from 1 to 2 of 2 minus x into cos of n pi x. Okay. We call this as pi times first integral we call as I1, and second integral we call as I2, and this is equation number 3, where we require to find I1 as this integral and I2 as this integral, that I will calculate separately, so that calculation becomes somewhat easy to perform. This integral we are calling as I1. It is the product of two terms of x, and therefore integrating it by generalized part, x must be the first term as it is algebraic type, and cos it is trigonometric type, therefore as second term, and therefore applying that integration by generalized part, first term x, integration of cos is sin n pi x by n pi, then minus derivative of x 1, integration of sin minus cos n pi x divided by n square pi square. Next derivative is 0, derivative of that constant term, and therefore we stop here, and limits are from 0 to 1. Substituting the values, we get for upper limit sin n pi and cos n pi. That value of sin n pi is, I will write down here, sin n pi is 0, cos n pi is minus 1 raised to n. Okay, using these values we get sin n pi, it becomes 0, therefore first term is 0, minus minus will become plus, cos of n pi minus 1 raised to n upon n square pi square, minus lower limit x0 0, cos 0 1, n square pi square. We take 1 by n square pi square common. Remaining terms are, here it is minus 1 raised to n and minus 1. Fourth one, a value of I1. Similarly, we try to find the value of I2. 1 to 2, 2 minus x into cos of n pi x. Once again, it is the product of two terms of x. Therefore, we have to apply generalized parts, integration by generalized part. 2 minus x, first term as it is algebraic type, and cos of n pi x is second as it is trigonometric type. And therefore, we get first term 2 minus x, integration of cos integration of cos is sin n pi x by n pi minus differentiation of this with respect to x is derivative is minus 1. Next integration of sine, it is minus cos n pi x by n square pi square plus next derivative of this 1 is 0, we stop here, and limits are from 1 to 2. Substituting the upper and lower limit, for upper limit it becomes sin 2n pi, sin 2n pi is 0 and cos 2n pi as 1, and therefore we get 2 minus 2, that is 0, into sin 2n pi 0, minus 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 3 times minus cos of 2n pi, cos 2n pi is 1 divided by n square pi square minus substituting the lower limit as 1, 2 minus 1 we get 1, sin of n pi, sin n pi is 0, therefore that term becomes 0, minus cos of n pi, cos of n pi is minus 1 raised to n divided by n square pi square. From these two terms I can take n square pi square common. Here it is that minus and this minus will become plus, minus 1 raised to n and minus 1. We call this as equation number 5th. Then taking the addition of I1 and I2 and then substituting in equation 2, we get it is 1 by n square pi square minus 1 raised to n minus 1 and plus I2, again the same value, 1 by n square pi square minus 1 raised to n minus 1, and therefore if we add it, it becomes 2 times, therefore it is 2 pi divided by n square pi square multiplied by minus 1 raised to n minus 1. As it contains that term minus 1 raised to n minus 1, there are two values. For even we get 0 and for odd we get minus 2 into this 2 pi divided by n square pi square. Therefore I will show that calculation separately. Value of n is 2 divided by n square pi multiplied by minus 1 raised to n minus 1. When n is even, it becomes 1 minus 1 as 0 if n is even, and its value is, when it is odd, n as odd, minus 1 raised to 1 we get minus 1, minus 1 and this minus 1 it becomes minus 2, into this 2 it becomes minus 4 divided by n square pi if n is odd, and as the value exists for odd values of n, we have to replace n by its general term 2n minus 1 while substituting it in that equation number 1. Then in next part I will calculate the value, integration from c to c plus 2l f of x into sine of n pi x divided by l, and then its integration with respect to x. Substituting the values, we get bn is equals to 1 by 1 integration from 0 to 2 f of x sine of n pi x divided by 1, we get sine n pi x only, and then its integration with respect to x. Splitting this integral as 0 to 1 and 1 to 2 as per that given function, and therefore integration from 0 to 1, function value is pi into x multiplied by sine of n pi x dx plus integration from 1 to 2, second value is pi into 2 minus x sine of sine of n pi x then once again here also we call this as first integral and second one as first integral as I1 and second as I2 by taking pi common. Therefore it is I1 plus I2, we call this equation number 6. Or 7th, where the value of I1 x sine of n pi x as it is product of two terms, integrating it by generalized part, first term must be x, second must be sine. Integration of sine minus cos n pi x by n pi, then minus derivative of x with respect to x 1, integration of cos is sine n pi x by n square pi square with this minus sign as it is. Next derivative 0, we stop here and limit from 0 to 1. Once again sin n pi and cos n pi, we get here minus cos of n pi, the value of cos n pi is minus 1 raised to n by n pi, sin n pi is 0, minus lower limit when x is 0, 0 and sin 0 is 0, and therefore that value is minus 1 raised to a minus of minus 1 raised to n divided by n pi as next equation number 8. Then we try to find the value of I2 is integration from 1 to 2 of 2 minus x into sine of n pi x. Once again integrating it by generalized part. Therefore I2 is equals to, first term is 2 minus x, integration of sine is minus cos n pi x by n pi minus differentiation of this term with respect to x is derivative is minus 1, integration of this term minus sine n pi x by n square pi square, next derivative 0, therefore we stop here and limits from 1 to 2. When we substitute the upper limit, we get 2 minus 2 as 0, minus 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 sine of 2 n pi, sine 2 n pi is also 0, therefore both the values are 0, minus lower limit 2 minus 1 we get 1, cos of n pi with minus sign, cos n pi is minus 1 raised to n by n pi and sin n pi is 0. and therefore we get minus minus minus, it becomes plus 1 minus 1 raised to n divided by n pi. Then adding these two values of I1 and I2 and then substituting in Bn, therefore we get Bn as it is pi multiplied by I1 plus I2 minus 1 raised to n by n pi and plus minus 1 raised to n divided by n pi. Same term with opposite sign, and therefore its addition is 0. We get the value of Bn as 0. Then substituting the values of A0, An and Bn in equation 1. Equation 1 becomes, this series is A0, value of A0 is pi divided by 2, therefore it becomes pi by 2. Summation from 1 to infinity. An, value of An is minus 4 upon n square pi, and that value exists for odd, and therefore replacing n by 2n minus 1, we get minus 4 upon 2n minus 1 whole square into pi into cos of n pi x. In that also replacing n by 2n minus 1, we get cos of 2n minus 1 times pi x. Bn is 0, therefore next term becomes 0. It is pi by 2. We rewrite one more step. Minus 4 by pi summation from 1 to infinity 1 upon 2n minus 1 whole square into cos of as the required Fourier series. Of that given function. I will discuss next point, Fourier series for even and odd function. Therefore, if you are watching my videos, please like and share it, as well as subscribe to my channel to get new updates or new videos. Thank you very much.